Alright, yo, what's going on, guys? And today we're gonna be making a video about me getting drunk and going to a school dance. So, I don't know what the title is gonna be, but it's gonna be something like that. So, let's get into it. Off where I'm at my mom's, right? And I asked her about the school dance, blah blah blah. Can I get money for it? And that, this, and that. So, I got money. I went to the well, I went to one of my friend's house and she had like a bunch of like alcohol and stuff set out because we planned on like drinking before we went anyway. I just didn't expect me to get this drunk. So I'm sitting there like drinking it and I didn't realize how much I was drinking. So when by the time Jesus Christ, I'm leaving that in. I don't feel like restarting. But as soon as we got, like, as soon as we were about to go, I started feeling the effects. So I was like, oh shit, what do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna be fucked up by the time I get to school. And so, we went to like this little like church thing. Um, and we like took pictures and stuff. And I looked flushed. If I can find the picture, I'll like put it up on the screen. Um, but uh, so we got back in our car. I look at her with the widest fucking eyes. I'm like, I'm fucked. And she was like, "Oh yeah, oh well, just try not to get in trouble tonight." I'm like, okay. I'm sitting there nervous as shit. So I walk in to the school. I pay my money to get in. So I start really feeling it now. I'm starting to like tip and like being hard to walk, basically. Gotta crack the fingers. So I ended up going to the bathroom and like washing my face and like there was a bunch of people and they're pushing me around because they knew I was drunk and shit and they're laughing and I was laughing too. And so we went back because a teacher came in and was like, "Get out! Stop playing around!" And like we went back to the place and people were like, "Dude, are you actually drunk?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Yeah." And like um I wanted to go home. I just was not feeling it. But like I got a water and like I was trying to get my friend to like text their parent to like come get us because I wanted to go home. So I'm sitting out there waiting. I ended up like walking out and there's like this little like kind of like a wall and then, like there's like a big drop off to where there's like the sidewalk basically. It's really weird to explain, but like it's like a wall that holds up like the ground or whatever. I don't know. But I jumped down off of that and someone saw me and I kind of when I jumped down, I kind of tripped because I'm drunk. I'm dysfunctional. And when I was basically just like laying there and like the vice principal came out and was like, "Caden, come here." I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just sitting here." She's like, "You're laying on the ground." And like, I didn't know what to say. I was like, "No, I'm just sitting there. Like, it's nothing like that." Um, so she's like, "All right, let's go." And she's like taken me. She took me to like a side, not really a side room. It's like a little hallway from like the gym to the lunchroom basically, and we sat down there. And she's like, "Oh, are you intoxicated? Did you take anything before you came here?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, "No, I just don't feel good." And they're just like, they're basically just like, yeah, whatever. They call my mom, and she gets there, and she's like, they're like, "I think he's on something, blah blah blah." And I'm really like, only if you knew. And so she walks me out. She looks at me in the face and is like, "You're drunk, aren't you?" And I'm like, And then like she's like, "You're in trouble." And I just break down into tears for some reason. I was just like, "Why am I in trouble? I don't understand. What did I do?" She's like, because you're drunk right now. I'm like, that's not my fault. And we pull up to her work because she was working at the time. She was gonna get me right after. And so basically she just left me in the car by myself. And I call one of my friends, and TikTok was a big thing at the time, like really big. So I called her, and she told me she deleted her TikTok account, and I broke down into tears again for some reason. It was hilarious when she was telling me a story back. But my mom got back in the car, and we drove home, and she didn't say anything to me. What I did, I walked in my room, I sat in my chair, and I got on like, I think I got on Wolfenstein 2, and we never talked about it again because it was like a Friday, and uh the principal came up to me, called me up to the office. I was like, fuck, here we go. And I walk up there, I sit down. I'm like, yo, what's up? And she's like, so what were you on? I'm like, nothing. And she like asked me it a couple times, and I was like, nothing. She's like, you won't be in trouble. And like, I'm just sitting there in my head, bullshit, whatever. And I'm like, nothing. And I just kind of like walked out of the room. And that's the last time I heard about it. So yeah, that was the story. Yo guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, do your thing.